Welcome to this explainer on NotebookLM. Today, we're diving into how this incredibly powerful, source-grounded tool can completely transform your research workflow, completely eliminating the risk of AI hallucinations. Honestly, if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by mountains of PDFs, meeting transcripts, or endless research papers, this platform is about to rewrite the rules of how you process information. I want you to imagine a world where your AI assistant only tells you the truth. Why? Because it only knows the specific information that you actually feed it. Instead of just guessing or making things up based on the entire internet, it becomes a hyper-focused expert on your exclusive data. That is the fundamental promise we're looking at today. Here's our agenda for today. First, a welcome to NotebookLM. Second, importing your source material. Third, exploring the studio features. Fourth, we'll look at the 2026 pricing and system limits. And finally, workarounds and best practices. We are going to cover everything you need to build a flawless system. Okay, Section 1. Welcome to NotebookLM. Let's get right into the core concept of what makes this platform so fundamentally different from the AI you might be used to interacting with. You know how standard AI models scour the open web and, let's be real, are pretty prone to hallucinations? Well, NotebookLM is a totally closed system. It generates answers based solely on the documents you provide. You aren't asking the internet a question, you are literally interrogating your own private library. It runs on a process called retrieval augmented generation. In plain English, that means every single response it gives you includes clickable citations directly back to your original source material. So if you ask a question about a dense 50-page financial report, it doesn't just give you a summary, it gives you the exact paragraph it pulled the answer from. This is absolutely crucial because it gives you total verifiability and trust in your workflow. Moving on to Section 2, importing your source material. Let's look at how easily this builds into a powerful workflow for managing all your documents. Importing a Google Doc is incredibly fast and completely secure. You simply create a notebook, connect it to your drive, and NotebookLM makes a safe copy of your text for analysis. It does not alter your original draft at all. Plus, keeping related projects in separate notebooks is just a fantastic way to stay organized as your research scales up. And this really illustrates the platform's amazing versatility, because beyond Google Docs, you can upload a massive variety of formats. We're talking web URLs, Google Slides, Word docs, YouTube videos, audio files, EPUBs, and data sheets. Have a YouTube video? Just paste the URL, and it instantly auto-transcribes the video to use as text context. You can even upload images, and the system extracts the text for you. It's a true multimedia hub. Section 3. Exploring the studio features. Once your sources are in, this is where the real magic begins, as your raw data transforms into dynamic learning assets. With literally just one click, you can magically transform your dense notes into visual mind maps, structured data tables, or entirely formatted slide decks that export right to PowerPoint. If you're an educator or a student, you can instantly generate Anki-ready flashcards and interactive infographics to test your knowledge. It entirely automates the absolute hardest part of content synthesis. But what's truly mind-blowing is the audio overview feature. It generates a highly produced AI audio discussion summarizing your documents, and it takes only 3 to 8 minutes. You just select your sources, grab a quick coffee, and moments later, you have a custom, downloadable audio file ready for your commute. Users actually frequently describe these AI audio hosts as a bit, well, spooky. The way they naturally and uncannily banter and debate the materials you upload is just wild. There's even an interactive mode where you can jump in and converse with the virtual hosts in real time to direct their discussion. It is such an incredibly engaging way to process complex information. All right, Section 4, 2026 pricing and system limits. Before you go trying to upload your entire company's database, we need to map out exactly what this engine can handle so you don't hit any unexpected walls. Google has been rapidly upgrading this platform leading into mid-2026. They've granted every tier an incredibly powerful 1 million token context window powered by the latest Gemini 3.5 models. To put that into perspective, it can remember dozens of entire books all at once. This recent update also unlocked some powerful new agentic features, like cloud code execution, allowing the AI to take action and run programs on your behalf, as well as proactive web source discovery. Following the May reshuffle, the capabilities scale based on your subscription. It ranges from a very generous free tier up to the roughly $20 Pro and $100 Ultra plans, which are really designed for massive professional research volume. But if you find yourself rationing your 50 daily chats on the free tier, the Plus plan at $7.99 a month is a massive quality of life upgrade. It doubles your sources and quadruples your daily chats. Now, the absolute crucial point is this hard limit. Regardless of which tier you pay for, every single source file is strictly capped at 500,000 words or 200 megabytes. This isn't a quota you can buy your way out of, guys. It is a structural boundary of the platform. Big scanned books or massive image-heavy PDFs simply won't import if they cross this line. Which brings us to Section 5, workarounds and best practices. Because once you actually know the rules, you can strategically design around them when you inevitably hit those constraints. So, if you exceed the word count, simply chunk your documents into chapters. And if you hit the 50 source cap, just organize your research into multiple themed notebooks, alongside one master synthesis notebook to tie it all together. To preserve those daily chat queries, try grouping your related follow-up questions into a single, detailed prompt, rather than firing off rapid messages. Oh, and remember, curating fewer, higher-quality sources will consistently result in much better slide deck generations. Now, if you find NotebookLM's closed loop just a bit too restrictive for a certain task, you might want to consider some alternatives. Check out Perplexity for live internet discovery, Elicit for clinical academic research, or U.com for combining private company data with web searches. NotebookLM is absolutely incredible for deep synthesizing of private documents, but it's important to know which tool to reach for when your research requires real-time, broad web discovery. As we look to conquer information overload without the constant fear of AI hallucinations, I want you to ask yourself, is curating a totally closed, hallucination-free system the ultimate future of your research? The tools are right here. It's time to take total control over your knowledge.